So here's an actual honest review of Panda Fest, unlike some influencers and hosts, cough cough. First off, the line was super long and it wrapped all the way around City Hall. I had a 2 p.m. slot. I think I got to the location at 2:15. I didn't get in until like 2:50. And honestly, I don't know why they held this at Dilworth Park. It is not big enough to hold all these people and hold a festival. All right, it's 2:58 and I'm inside. So that means it took what? 2:15 minus 2:58. Or it's not 58, 48. I don't know how much time it is. I can't math right now. Oh, we're looking for food. Here's the inside. There's a lot more food in here. It looked like the outside had more like dessert stuff. Hopefully we can find like, oh, here's the grilled squid. I want the grilled squid. I might have to go there. So the first bite of the day I got was this giant squid for $25. This felt like something somewhat worthy of getting because I don't know where else to find a giant squid in Philly. Also tasted pretty good. It was pretty tender and I like the flavor, but $25 on one thing, crazy. The next bite I got was this giant beef skewer, and if I knew how much it costed, I would never have told my friend to go get it. This right here, I mean they were longer. It was $40 for 2 fucking skewers. What the fuck kind of rip-off this is? Oh my god, I thought this giant squid for $25 was like bad. But I'm getting a whole ass giant squid. This is beef on a stick for $20. I'm disgusted. I actually want to leave. So next I got these inari or tofu skin, and honestly these seemed pretty reasonable because they were 3 for $15, which is approximate to Mari's prices. I got egg, connie salad, and eel, and honestly they were all super good and definitely super filling. After all that, I was full from actual food, so I decided to go on my dessert run. I got these mini puffs from Beard Papa's. I think it was 6 for $10. Honestly, I don't remember. They were super light and fluffy and airy, but honestly, just go to Matcha Panda in Chinatown. They have better cream puffs. Then I got these egg waffles on a stick, and honestly, these looked really good, but it costed me $15 for one because it was $12 for the Oreo stick, and then $1 for fudge, and $1 for that stupid marshmallow on top. A, because it was stale as fuck, and B, because you'll see why in the next clip. But I did it for the aesthetics. As for the taste though, this was actually super good, minus the gummy on top. And here's my final bite of the day. I got strawberry bingsu. So I spent an extra $1 to get a panda gummy on the egg waffle, and I'm kind of mad about that now because I got a free panda gummy on the bingsu. This was super light and refreshing and creamy, and the texture of the snow was so different from what I'm used to. It was so fluffy. Also, the strawberries were pretty good, besides being really cold from the ice. But I just wish there was more strawberry flavor. They didn't give a lot of syrup. I also forgot I got this pork sandwich for $10. Seemed like the most cost-effective item at the time, but honestly, it was just okay. It had a vinegariness to it that we didn't like, that reminded us of the stinky tofu. The following clips will be me complaining about the price of everything. So there's $8 mini banh mi's, but they're like that tiny. Okay, like they're like this big, the size of my hand. That's tiny. A scam, I tell you, a scam. The buns are $15. This is a ripoff. Scams everywhere.
$5. I don't know if that'll get anything.
These are colorful dumplings, but 6 for $15. I don't know about that. For some basic X flavors. So the mango sticky rice here is $15, but guess what? The C Market, the FDR Park, that's open every weekend, it is like $6 over there. So we're not getting this here. Honestly, this festival just pissed me off because everything was so overpriced and you're already paying $15 just to get inside the dang thing. And maybe because we're in Philly, we are so blessed with such a strong Asian community and strong Asian culture where we can find these cuisines literally everywhere in Philadelphia. In fact, half of it you could just go a couple blocks down the street to Chinatown and get for a quarter of the price. So what exactly are we paying $15 for? Because I thought that because it was $15, the food inside would be cheaper because the cost of the festival would kind of offset the cost of the food. But no, it feels like we're paying more money for the food because we're paying for the vendors' transport, because they're all the same vendors that go to all the festivals that are free in New York City. Like I go to Japan Fest, I go to Dragon Fest. Panda Fest was at Dragon Fest last year, and all of that was free. And then they come to Philly, they charge us $15, and they're also charging us a lot more for the food than it would cost at those festivals in New York. The only plus side of this is we got to see some cool K-pop performances, and we got this really nice bag that honestly could have been sold for $15 to start with. but I'd rather you keep your bag and I keep my $15. Please don't come back. I was highly disappointed, and I can honestly say I don't recommend going to Panda Fest if they do come back next year.